Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Connie with Prairie Paper Crafts, coming on today to share with you I'm going to ink and paper paste the Poinsettia Peking Gnome. I think it's Gus. It's from Kadoodle Bug Designs. I have cut mine at this piece. The background piece is 3.727 high, and then he came out at 2.662 inches wide. Can't read the computer screen there. So anyway, I'm going to put him together, and I will also be doing the inking of this. I've got another one done. Excuse my reach. I will show you him. I decided to do the top poinsettias in pink this time. This is going to be going on a gift card holder. I'll be possibly sharing that and the card I do, either a process video or just you can see them on my Facebook page. I'm not sure what I'll be doing there. But this one is just a little bit bigger, and excuse me, he's going to be going on a card because I had some requests, a couple of requests from my neighbors to do some cards for them. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I do ink my background edge piece, and I have to figure out what colors are what here with my ink pad, or my sponge daubers. I apologize, my brain lately is just not quite there. Okay, so this color is going to be on his, kind of like his muzzle or his nose part. It's Smoke from American Crafts paper, and I am using Smoky Slate. I'm not using a lot of ink. There's some on here, so I'm using it up first. I don't want this real dark, so that's why I'm just kind of going this way. I'll come back and do it again in Smoky Slate, just around the very edge, in with a heavier layer of ink. Normally I would use a darker color, but again, because I don't want this so terribly dark, I don't want to use the next darker color that I have. So, and I do use Stampin' Up! Mostly. I'm going to use some distressing today, and I do have a little bit of, what do I want to say, close to my heart ink pads, but I do like dye-based ink the best. So I use distress inks when I need the darker or the color that I don't have in my other colors. So that's, every once in a while I will use them. I like them for other things. One thing is watercolor painting on stamped images, and work this out yet. What am I doing? And for doing backgrounds and things, sponging or brayers, working with brayers and just different things. So I'm still using Smoky Slate on this. You'll see that once I put the basic gray around the edges, they get quite dark. It's kind of amazing. So I don't want it too overbearing. That's why I'm using this color first. Trying to make sure I'm staying in focus in frame here. When I did the first paper piece, I was not, and so I'm going to redo it. Can't get a hold of things. So far in the last couple of months, I have found 3 things that I have misplaced. For whatever reason, I don't know why they were where they were, but one was just recent. I put a pen away and I put it in my Cricut. I never do that. In the utensil or accessories case there, you know, that spot there in the front. And the other one, I had been looking for a my sanding eraser for I don't know how long. I finally gave up looking for it, to be honest with you. And I did find that back. I better leave this out. So, yeah. And then I found my die set a while back when I was embossing stuff. And I just don't know why I'm putting things where I am. So I was happy to find all this. Okay. I'm thinking this is gray. I'm going to do the... Or not. Wow. That was green previous. I'm just going around this a little bit. Give it just a little bit of color. Smoky slate. It's, to me, so weird. It will almost turn brown. It's, yeah, I don't know why, but on white it does. It's okay otherwise, but I'm hoping it'll be okay this time on this. This is just a 5mm pom-pom that I'm using. Sorry if I was out of frame there. Just go around it. Normally I would use blue, like a turquoise or something, but because I'm working with so much gray, I'm going to just stick with gray on this. And I'm going to try, I want to do is pause quick, but the basic gray I have is a permanent ink. It's not dye based. And sometimes it doesn't always turn out the way I want. So well, I hope everybody's having a good day. It's a beautiful fall day here, so cannot complain. Okay, and I'm going to come around if I can find, I'm just going to go by colors that I'm using, so that's way too dark yet. I'll be doing pink next. Nope, that's the darker pink. Apologize. Okay, yeah, I can do pink next. I'm going to use, I don't know what color it is. It's from Stampin' Up. It's one of the newer pink colors. I have Blushing Bride for the next darker pink, but I don't know what, I can't remember. I just bought these little refills and don't have a clue. I just know when I refill them which one is which, if that makes sense. I have a struggle getting pinks that I like, to be honest. I don't like this one either. This one's got a lot of yellow or something in it. I don't know. Maybe it'll dry better. It's just not. And the Blushing Bride is not too bad with this, but it's got more gray in it, which I don't know. I'll try it. Maybe. And this might turn out fine. It just not quite what I'm looking for yet. Pinks and yellows I sometimes have a struggle with. And depending upon the paper, I really do with yellow. So oops. Well, I can't get a hold of things today. I have my pick-me-up tool out. I forget to use it. We'll see what we can do with those yet. I'm not sure. It's quite decided. What color do I have here? I'm not positive. I kind of have to go through my other colors once real quick. Please, that's a pink yet, but I'm going to do the nose and the ears. Now I'm using Blushing Bride on here. It's kind of got a, I don't know if I want to say a peach or a gray undertone, I'm not sure, but it'll work fine. It actually dries a different color just looking at the one I previously did. So, and then what I do on all my pinks that I'm working with here, I use Rose Red, and it is, pretty sure that one's retired, almost positive. Don't know what color that would have been for. I'm just going to reuse the pink I had out. And I don't know if you can see, I'm stamping off because I had way too much ink on there. Wasn't thinking when I did that. And just remember, dye-based inks do dry lighter than what they actually look like. And then by the time I put white pan pastels on, they get even lighter yet. So it all works out well. And I'm going to put it on the poinsettia leaves or the petals just because I'm working with red on there too. And I'm going to bring it in just a little bit. And I'll be coming in with the pom-pom too in just a little bit in a moment here. Just to give it some more dimension. You know, I've been seeing more and more people start to do paper piecing again, and I'm just thrilled because for a while it was just kind of, people were doing, you know, a lot of print and cut, which is really nice. It's a great thing. It's a great feature. But it's just, when you're a paper piecer, it's so nice to see people doing that again. It really is. So. What color is this? And I am done with my gray. So get a new pom-pom started here. I think I mentioned, I don't know if I did, I use 5mm. Sometimes I use 3, but 3mm pom-poms are tiny, very, very tiny. So I kind of try to stick with the 5. I don't want to get, what I'm doing is just seeing how much color I have. I don't want too much color on the end of my pom-pom, or it gets too dark. I just want a little bit of highlighting here. And I know it's not a lot, don't get me wrong, but It's just enough when it's all together that it just makes a little bit of a difference. Crazy as it sounds. Either I get too much ink or I don't get enough. Fresh pom-pom, it's sometimes harder to judge. So it's hard for me. I was working on Christmas cards and Thanksgiving cards for so long this year, and I just have to put the inserts in them. But it's hard for me to, whoa, trying to keep my computer awake and I bumped the camera. It's hard for me to get working on Christmas again. I took a little bit of a break and it was kind of nice. Okay, done with that. If I find a gray in here, if not, we'll start one. That'll work. Gonna go around these pieces. This is basic gray. Now when I do my first layer with the lighter color, I do it more at a 90-degree angle. I think that's correct. And now I do it, it's up and down. I don't know. This is more, I'm just doing the edges with, what is it, a 45? I get angles mixed up. Never was good at geometry. Basic math, I'm fine, but when I'm doing, like I said, the lighter piece on the inside, then it's more pretty much flat. And if you can see the difference there, there's quite a bit of difference when you're compared to, when you put that dark piece on. Not that you have to do it that way. You perfectly fine to just do one color. That's just how I do mine. So, okay, we're gonna do red, and I have to get one more sponge topper out. Excuse me. Don't think. No, that's my green. Get two out right away because, let's see, that's cherry cobbler green. Okay, make sure I know what I'm doing here for colors. This is going to be real red. Again, Stampin' Up. The color of this paper, by the way, the gray, I'm not sure. It's American Crafts. It's the next color up from Smoke, and I don't remember. My red is, all I can tell you, it's cherry. I know it's not American Crafts, and I don't remember the name of it. I got it from, I'm pretty sure I got this, well, this might even be Basil. It's quite firm. I don't know. I just can't tell you exactly. I pull from my stash, and unless I remember the colors, or I want to get these out of the way. Yeah, because I don't put them back with, when I put them in my, I have a file folder set up for one for each of my different colors for all my scraps. I don't keep track of what's what. I just remember some of the colors that I've worked with. So I use the kind of like the very edge of the sponge dauber to do the creases. I come back in with a pom-pom where I need. I just have, I don't know, good luck that way. This part though I have to do with the sponge dauber. I can't, or with the pom-pom. I could do it with the sponge dauber. There's a way to do it, but it's just much easier this way. So, good Lord, I can't. Remember anything lately. I don't know what I was doing earlier, and I thought, gosh, I really messed it up too. I don't know. Craziness. So now you guys understand why my fingers are always full of ink. I don't go up and wash them every time before I do a video. I just finish something and start doing it. So, all right, let's find the other red. It's this. We're going to use cherry cobbler now to go around, and it will get quite dark. Cherry cobbler is actually, I don't even know if that color is available anymore from Stampin' Up. I think it changed. I don't keep up with their colors. I have so many reinkers and that's why I haven't switched too much inks, because I've got so many reinkers. It doesn't pay for me to switch. When I find a color I really like, I'll get it, but otherwise, yeah. I'm big on using what I have. I think this little guy is cute. I just got, is it Flora? I don't remember her name. Whoops, I gotta have this. Don't remember her name. She's the one, she's got a bunch of poinsettias. Not the sitting one. I think she might be a peeking one also, but they're cute. I'm not a big gnome lover, but yet these are too cute to pass up. So, and then I just saw the new, what is it, s'mores bears. I got that too. I got those two. So if you're interested, let me know, and I will do some paper piecing videos on those. I don't know what, I'm just kind of doing this randomly here. Because who knows how much of it'll show with the other poinsettias coming in. Not sure. Or with the other leaves. Okay. I want to, since I'm working with some lighter colors, just spray my fingers a minute and see if I can get them a little bit of ink off so I don't have too big of a mess. Now on the first piece I did of this, I don't know if you can see, it probably won't show very well. I did put all the poinsettia leaves in the background piece through the Swiss Dots embossing folder, and then I put some glitter on. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to leave it plain and see how it comes out. But we should do the leaves, right? Hello. Okay, garden green first. And again, I will come back and do some more texturing on the leaves. With the pom-pom. I apologize. I really hope I'm getting in frame a little better, and I'd had some requests, and I appreciate that, to get closer to the camera, and that was after I got a new camera, so hopefully it's a little better. It's going to be a little bit of trial and error. I had one video, I think I was had mostly done for quite a while, and of course when I got my new phone, they don't tell you that all the accessories are separate. I had to go buy another cable to be able to connect my phone to the computer to upload my videos. So, you know, live and learn. Okay, now I'm using Forest Moss, the Distress ink, and it is a lot darker, and just coming in and doing some edging and bringing the leaves in just a little bit. I can manage this with a sponge dauber, but it's so much easier this way, so I just do the way it's easy. All right, gonna get those out of the way, clean up my mess again, because I don't want all that ink on anything. Whoops, sorry about that. I always do that. Okay, we're gonna start on putting our piece together. I'm going to start with the ears. And look at that, let's see. The ears, you have to find which way they go on here. I just follow the way it fits there. And I learned recently, I've had other people, you know, say they have so many problems with glue and stuff, and I had a friend over that I was helping with some cards and stuff. She doesn't paper piece, but she stamps a lot and does cards that way, and I was helping her with some card folds, and she's been struggling a lot with gluing, and I'm finding that her specifically, she's using, it doesn't appear to be too much glue, but she's using way too much glue, and so the paper is warping and it's going everywhere. She's got a mess because her fingers were always full of glue. I don't quite understand, because this glue now is not like glue if you're older, like when we were, you know, in school and stuff. You don't need very much. So I think that's where people are also having problems. If you're using, you know, too much glue, you'll notice. And it may look like it, but what I'm using is very, very thin. I just use a very light hand. I used to have, excuse my reach, a lot of problems with having glue everywhere too, and yeah, I don't have that so much anymore. Coming in to put some, hopefully some being the operative word, pan pastels in his ears. Just the white pan pastels. Whoa. I either get way too much or not enough. Now, because his ears were darker pink to start with, I wanted to lighten them up some, so that's why I put quite a bit more on. Next, we need to put his head on, and it's hard to explain, but there's these two little pieces in here. I can show you, like right here and right in there. That's where his head is gonna fit. His cheeks fit right in there, and they just fit. I know this from the previous piece, having done that's where it's gonna go. So okay, and then these two pieces for his nose and mouth part, however, the part that's got the little piece coming out on the bottom goes on first. I'm going to move over a little bit so I can make sure I am staying in frame. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, I have to pick it up because otherwise my head will be right in there trying to see, did I get it in frame or get it in the right spot. Before I go any further, I'm going to put a little bit of chalk for his cheeks, blush for his cheeks, I guess we'll say. And then this is a little dark, but I can't get to my colored pencils very easy, so try to put it fairly faint. Just going real light. There, that's better than the previous one. These are detail doodlers. They're from American Crafts. I've had them for a few years. They were gifted to me. So again, one of those things, I don't know if they're available. I'm sorry. Now we need to put his hat on. And we have to put his hat and his nose on because the poinsettia goes on top of his nose some. So last time when I did, it worked better for me to actually line it up from the bottom and then go and get it in there. You can use a bone folder or whatnot to get it down, to stay down. I usually don't have too many problems. This I might just because I'm going over a few more layers, but I'm going to put this piece on first. And then I will use my bone folder and more glue if I need, which I think I do. Yeah. Now I want some glue dots for his nose. say if one can find it. Sorry, I don't speed up my videos when I'm doing this. This is my real-time paper piecing. You can speed it up if you wish. Obviously, this works best for me, so technology is not my strong point. Whenever I see one of my great nephews the most, and I ask him and he just tells me to go on YouTube and look, figure it out. You know, you could be so kind to help me, but no. A little bit more. I think he figures that's how he had to learn, so everybody else can do. Okay, the poinsettia goes on. Oh, we gotta put the leaves on first, sorry, because they are in the background. But the poinsettia, I messed up the first one, and I might have to really work with this one this time. Before I came on video, I got it to work. I wasn't paying attention last time, so it's my own fault. And the big leaves, by the way, go on first. Then the little leaves go on. And I also want to highlight these some before I put the little leaves on. Can make sure they're where they're supposed to be. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. I'll get back to you. I forget to mention that I believe sometimes someday I'll consider doing a live video. It's on my list of things, but right now I've been trying to get other projects done. Okay. Then the little leaves. And I tend to dry piece quite often, especially if it's something new. I haven't done this, well, I've done one, but I tend to make sure everything fits where I put them first, you know, just that it's all coming together. If it's a piece that I've done several times, I usually don't, but okay. And again, a little bit of highlighting. I don't know if I got any on this time. Okay. I want to get that out of there before I forget. Let's see, where's an eraser? Never one where I need it, right? Okay. I would recommend kind of playing with this because one of these points, and I'm not sure which one, has to go right in here. And then two of them, no, one of them goes in there. So I think, okay, this will work. Yep. I wasn't paying attention last time. I don't know what I was dreaming about, and I got it fixed. You know, I just cut some background away, but if you don't know it, you can't tell, but I know it, and I didn't like it. So but it'll work. And then the pink poinsettia leaves are all the same, but they go on in a specific way. So this one goes on first, and it kind of goes, and it's amazing when you put the first layer down, the next layers go together too, like they're supposed to. Imagine that. Okay, then this one, and then this one. And they just kind of overlap a little bit in the middle. Just putting glue on there. And then one should fit here. And again, I'm not sure. I kind of like the pink on there too. Once I get some highlighting and stuff in there, I think it'll be pretty. I could have done a, when I look at it, it's not so much pink, it's more of a mauve, or I'm not sure what color on the computer, but I think I had another color that I could have done with this, but I like the pink also. Just me. Let's finish this. Quit babbling. And then his paws. Then I will finish with my highlighting with my pan pastels. And we'll be done. Oh, one thing I didn't tell you I didn't do on purpose, I didn't cut the yellow pieces out for the center of the poinsettia, because I'm going to be using some yellow Nouveau drops. They are dandelion yellow Nouveau drops. So let me get some highlighting in here. Excuse me. I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. I'm so used to, being alone and doing this, so. Okay, for some reason I got pan pastels everywhere. Where did my... Oh, see, right in front of me, can't find it. Okay, let's put the Nouveau drops on. And I am basically done. I was just going to put a little more in his highlighting in his ears. I don't use a lot of white gel pen anymore like I used to. I've started highlighting more with pan pastels, or if I'm careful I can use my white ink, my pigment ink also. But there is my other poinsettia and Gus, and I excuse my reach again. Now this one has glitter on his pom-pom on his hat. This one is cut out of glitter paper. But just a little bit difference in the poinsettia. It's your preference, but I like both of them. Not bad. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Have an awesome day. Take care.